France are the reigning champions and one of the favourites to win this World Cup. They have individual brilliance, an unbelievable depth chart and tons of experience. There is no doubt this team can lift the trophy. The problems might arise within their own camp. Amid talk of disharmony in the squad and with injuries to Paul Pogba and N'Golo Kante, France have to show that they have the mindset to come through big challenges. Aurelien Tchouameni and Eduardo Camavinga are unbelievable players, but they are both so young, so this is going to be a real test for them to rise to in the centre of the park. Didier Deschamps is still in charge and there is plenty of doubt around whether he is still the right man for France at this point. We know he is a very pragmatic coach. Some followers of France would prefer a different approach at this point, despite the fact he led them to success at the last World Cup. He's been in charge since 2012, so it is natural that his time will probably come to an end soon, but there is no doubt he knows this squad inside out and has the experience to deal with any in-house fighting that may crop up. While it is true that Deschamps is not the most open coach you could ever hope to see, he has become a little more open-minded recently. France have turned to a 3-4-1-2 formation since Karim Benzema returned to the scene, and the aim is always to have control and build through the pitch. Being expansive and open might sound like something a team like this should probably turn to. After all, you want players like Mbappe and Griezmann to have some freedom. But typically it does not actually help them, and the fact there's no Pogba, no Kante, means France do have to be particularly careful at this World Cup. There are plenty of emerging world stars in this team, yet Olivier Giroud remains a player to watch because he has the capability to turn the tournament in their favour in tough times. He's 36 years old now, but still plays regularly at AC Milan and has that eye for goal that France are going to need. His experience is crucial, and even if he's coming off the bench, his role will be as important as any starter. He's close to becoming the national team's leading scorer too, so for him there's just that little extra motivation to do well in Qatar. Now, Kylian Mbappe, look, he's 23 and the main man for France. No one can really argue with that fact. He's got 28 goals in 59 games for France. He's helped turn him from teenage prodigy to global superstar. There's an argument he's actually the best player in the world right now. Playing alongside Neymar and Messi at PSG has further helped develop his talent and his ego too, probably, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. France have to believe, and when you've got a player like this believing, that's a really helpful thing for a national team. He already has more than 20 goal contributions from the first section of this season at PSG, and when he feels like getting at people, it's almost impossible to stop him. France qualified for the World Cup as winners of European Group D. They were undefeated and conceded just 3 goals from their 8 games. They finished 6 points clear of Ukraine, and Antoine Griezmann was their lead scorer with 6. There are very few performances in there that were a little odd, though they did draw 3 of their games. Largely, though, that was always down to Deschamps tinkering with the team and formations. France's aim at any World Cup is to lift the trophy, and as the holders, this one is no different. They are strong in every area of the field, with just that one concern over the DM spots. They can call on some of the most wanted players in Europe, and up top, they have some of the absolute elite. Getting out of the group should be a stroll, and then the winning mentality needs to kick in as they focus on getting through to at least the semi-finals. If France win this World Cup, they will become the first nation to win back-to-back since Brazil in 1962. At best odds of 7-1, they are definitely capable of doing that, but they are also capable of causing their own problems, and that's the element of doubt we will all have to keep an eye on as we watch this tournament unfold.